Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shri Sai Ram. My most humble and loving pranams at the lotus feet of my beloved Guru, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Respected elders, brothers, sisters, Sai Ram. My name is Meera, and I have the honor of being your MC for today's program. It is a true joy to be here with all of you as we come together in love and unity to celebrate this second day of Guru Poornima. I look forward to guiding you through this meaningful event as we offer our heartfelt prayers, music, and reflections in honor of our beloved Swami. Meditation is a deep and personal way to connect with one's Guru, as it turns the devotee inward, where the Guru truly resides. Swami says, the Guru is not outside you, he is within, ever guiding you. In the stillness of meditation, we begin to hear that inner voice. It's where many of us find answers to the questions that we pose. As Swami reminds us, it is only in the depth of silence that the voice of God can be heard. Our guest speaker today is no stranger to our center. Dr. Francisco Kibeti was born into a family of Sai devotees, including his mother and paternal grandmother. As a child, he visited Puttaparthi twice, first in 1980 at just 9 months old, and again in 1983 at age 3, with his parents and elder sister. At 16, following a major personal transformation and an inner calling to accept Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba as his divine guru, he joined the youth group of the Sri Satya Sai Baba Center of Toronto, York, where he remains an active member. Francisco has made 9 pilgrimages to Puttaparthi, each of which has been profoundly transformative. He strives to integrate Swami's teachings into all areas of his life, including parenting, volunteering, spiritual practices, community engagement, and his career. Professionally, he holds a PhD in mathematics and works as a senior curriculum writer and university lecturer. Today, he will help us connect with our divine Guru through his speech and meditation. Please help me welcome Dr. Francisco Kibeti.
I offer my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dear Guru, Sadguru, Guru of all Gurus, on the special occasion of Guru Poornima. Sai Ram, everyone. I feel very blessed to be here right now. I feel very grateful to Swami for this opportunity. I also want to thank my brother Ruhail for inviting me to speak today. And I'd like to begin by offering all of us an opportunity, because I'm feeling very excited, actually. I feel like this is a very special day. Not only this talk that we're sharing right now, but the other events that will come. And I feel like it's a real opportunity for all of us, each one of us, to use it as a turning point. And of course, this is true, really, for any function we hold. And not only any function, but in fact, any moment, any experience that we have in life, anyone at all, if we are open to taking it in that way. taking it as an opportunity to make it a turning point. Because this could just be a nice experience that we have, and then we go on with our rest of our day, rest of our life, and then it's gone, just maybe a nice memory. Or we can say, let's let this be a chance to take one step further, one more step, to shift a little bit, to open ourselves, because Swami can speak through any one of us, and he always does speak through all of us. And so, whatever happens today, during this talk, during later, maybe is a chance where Swami is speaking to each one of us. So we have an opportunity to really listen and take it as something very special. So I invite you all to, invite all of us to take that attitude, that we will do this, that today may be a turning point for us. And I'd like to begin by sharing a story that many of you know very well. So I'm going to take us back 24 years to July 2001. And I believe it was, today is July 13th, I believe it was July 13th, 14th in 2001 that many of us from this center were taking flight on our Journey of Love pilgrimage. And so many beautiful things happened on that trip that was from love, to love, for love, that was guided by our Divine Guru. And I want to focus on one aspect. So the young girls at that time prepared and were guided by the elders to prepare a play that they were able to present in the end in front of Swami. And the boys, on the other hand, we presented a song. And the song was called Sai Guru. Today we're celebrating Guru Poornima. Back 24 years ago in July 2001 was the month of Guru Poornima still, and the boys were singing a song, Sai Guru. And, well, there was a lot of drama that preceded our drama, where we felt that maybe we were not going to get the chance to actually perform what we had prepared in front of Bhagwan. So I won't take you through all those details, but after a kind of, you could say, heart-rending experience of thinking that we were not going to have the chance to do so, in the end it looked like we were going to be given the chance. So finally, we were practicing in the Purna Chandra auditorium. And so it was really a special opportunity for us young boys and young girls at the time to actually practice in that hall and sit in the backstage where Swami visited twice, because in those days, his home was just above the backstage of the Purna Chandra auditorium. So we were able to sit backstage, and after darshan, Swami came and walked through, and we had a very close audience, just a small number of us, relatively speaking, in backstage. Beautiful experience. So after the first time, wow, you could see the effect on all of us, in particular the boys. So the group of boys, we were from age 4 to age 21. And after the first experience, we realized, well, there's a good chance, because we have one more dress rehearsal, there's a good chance that at the next dress rehearsal, we might be blessed with that same opportunity, that Swami could come and see us again. And so we were kind of huddled as a group. And I tell you, I had never seen the boys so focused as they were then. It was a challenge, getting us all prepared to, focus and sing that song. But then we were all very focused. And we discussed, if we get the opportunity again that Swami comes and sees us so close, what will we ask of him? What do you ask? So, each person could ask for a particular blessing in their life at that moment. But we decided, no, we should have one voice together and ask one question, rather than 10 different people trying to ask 10 different things. And we decided, okay, what should we ask? The decision we came to is, rather than asking for more and more from him, let's ask Swami, we'll say to him, "You've done so much for us. What can we do for you?" And so the boys agreed, and that was our plan. And the moment came, we were seated again backstage, waiting for Swami to finish giving darshan out in the Saikulwant hall and to come back. And he came, and we got the chance. We asked the question. What do you think his answer was? We asked him, we said, "Swami, what can we do for you?" One boy said. Another boy said, "You've done so much for us." He said, "I want nothing." And his hands, you could see, were open to say he wants nothing. "Just do your duty sincerely." And he said, "Study well," which was appropriate for our grades. "I do your work through you," he said. Just do your duty sincerely. So, what does that mean? What does that mean, just do your duty sincerely? Perhaps, it could mean different things at different times. For young children in that age group, maybe it just means do your responsibilities sincerely. Go to school, listen to your parents, all that good stuff. And yes, sure, that's part of it. But Swami's words always have multiple meanings on multiple levels. And sometimes, sure, they are specific to a particular person, but often there is a deeper meaning that can apply to a very broad audience. Just do your duty sincerely. What is our duty? Yes, part of it is the responsibilities, but it's more than that. Duty is the word that we often use in English to attempt to translate the word dharma, right? What is our dharma? What is our duty? Our fundamental duty is to be ourselves, to be true to ourselves. And that is when we are really giving that gift to Swami, the only thing he asks for, which really is nothing he's asking for. He doesn't want anything. It's really for our own benefit. So how can we be ourselves? What does it mean to be ourselves? Who is ourself? In order to attempt to answer that question, I want to share with you a teaching from the Upanishads that has been relayed by many spiritual teachers, including Swami. But the version of this teaching I'm going to share comes actually from Muji. And maybe before I go any further, I just want to say that what I'm planning to share today, actually, my prayer has been, Swami, please speak through me, and also, Swami, please listen through all of us, right? So that his message can come through with the minimal distortion from ego, and that his message can come into each one of us, including myself, with the minimum distortion of ego. And also, I want to share that, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to come through, but what I'm planning to share are teachings that I've heard from our Guru and through other great teachers, which I still believe they all come fundamentally from one and the same source. And all of these teachings are things that I'm working on, and I fail many times all the time, but yet I find these teachings that I plan to share so inspirational and so powerful just to even get a glimpse that I feel excited to share with you. Not as though I'm any kind of authority or expert, but just as a fellow pilgrim on the path that I find this so powerful, so I want to share it. So, the teaching from the Upanishads of the two birds. And again, this is very similar to the version that Muji tells. So, first, there's one bird on a tree, on a branch of the tree, okay, and the tree is looking over, a cliff and a vast lake, and there's sky in the background, and this first bird is very busy. This first bird is building a nest, making the nest perfect, fixing up the nest whenever it needs repair, taking care of their children, getting food. Very busy, very busy. Now, on a higher branch above, there is the second bird. And the second bird is not busy. is not engaged in activity, is quiet. The second bird sees the first bird and all the activity of the first bird. But the second bird also sees the vast sky, the ocean. Now, what do these two birds represent? The first bird represents the level of activity, the personal self that's always busy, the dynamic expression of life. The second bird represents the witness, the silent witness that is not engaged in any of the activities that happens. It witnesses, observes all that happens, but is not affected by any of it. So the question then is, which I want to ask each of you to answer. You don't even have to raise your hand, but just think about, which bird are you? Which bird represents who you are? The first bird of activity, dynamic expression of life, or the second bird, the witness? And you don't have to give the answer that you think is the right answer. Maybe just ask yourself, what do you really think? Okay, thank you. So, maybe we could say we are both birds, right? We are both birds. The first bird is an aspect of our existence, but primarily we are that second bird. And yet, most of our life, we go on with our day completely unaware of that second bird level, completely identified as just that first bird. We're engaged in activity and just thinking, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, oh, this is happening, and just taking it on as though that's all we are, that's our true nature. But more fundamentally, we are that second bird level, that witness. There are about 7 billion, maybe between 7 billion and 8 billion people on the planet right now. If you go to talk to most people and you try to tell them about first bird, second bird, they'll look at you funny and they'll say, what are you talking about? Completely unaware that there's this second bird level. And yet, when we become more and more aware of this witness level, we realize that we are much more so that second bird than we are the first bird. And when we really get in touch with that second bird level, the amazing thing is that, and you can look at the great masters, right? We need to look a little further than our own guru, but there's so many other examples too of people who have really live on that second bird level, and yet you might think, okay, well then they're going to be completely uninterested in the affairs of the world. No, those are the beings actually that have the most compassion, and their lives just flow so beautifully. Because when we are connected with that second bird level, that level of awareness, then our dynamic level and life of expression just flows naturally. So, how beautiful. The next question might be, okay, maybe we accept, maybe we feel, yes, this feels very true, that we are not only this level of activity, we are also this, and more so, this higher level of witness, of awareness. But how do we connect with that level of being more so that we are actually connecting with our guru, right? If the goal is to do our duty and be ourselves and live as ourselves, be true to ourselves, then that can apply on both levels, on the level of activity, first bird level, and the level of awareness, second bird level, witness level. So, how do we do our duty of being true to ourselves? Well, if we start with being true to our fundamental nature, then the rest flows through. So how do we connect? How do we connect with who we really are? Well, there's some good news. The good news is we already are that. But of course, we're so habituated to living through the mind and the mental habits of every day where we worry, we fret, and we are identified with this small sense of being as being our only reality. So how is it that we transcend that, go beyond that, to become in touch with our true higher nature? Well, what we mainly have to do is we have to contend with the mind. The mind. The mind is such an interesting thing, if we can call it a thing. And when I started kind of getting exposed to Eastern spirituality, I found it a little difficult to understand because in so many strands of Western culture and philosophy, the mind is exalted as something so great. And yet when you hear things like from Swami, die mind, right? We need the mind to die in a sense, right? Or you hear from other spiritual teachers, we need to transcend the mind. Then that kind of puts a new shift in perspective on it. So is the mind something terrible, our enemy, or is the mind something wonderful? Well, it is said, and I think this is very helpful, that the mind is a very valuable servant, but a very dangerous master. So, of course, for our daily life, we have to continue to use our minds to do so many things in practical life. Sometimes thought is required, the mind is required, but we have to see that we don't allow the mind to use us. So if the mind is a tool, a servant, it can be very valuable. But if we allow the mind to run the show, then we're going to get into a lot of problems. And in fact, all the problems that ever come up come from the mind and the identification with the mind, which is ego. So how do we contend with the mind? Well, actually, it's more about what not to do than what to do. So I want to share with you this teaching that I learned from a spiritual teacher who is a Sai devotee. I don't know 100% where this comes from, whether it came from Swami's words or not, but I think they're very valuable wherever they came from. In fact, I really believe everything ultimately comes from him. So these are the 3 F's of what not to do with the mind. Don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. Don't fight the mind. 3 F's. Don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. Don't fight the mind. That's how we work with the mind so that it doesn't keep taking us away or making it seem like it's taking us away, taking our attention away and our happiness away by making us believe we are not our true self, that we are just these small selves full of problems. Any problem that we ever have must be on the first bird level. Right? The second bird has no problems. Right? So the next time that a problem comes up in your life, just tell yourself, oh, it's only a first bird problem. Right? It's not really, it doesn't affect the second bird. Don't tell that to other people if they're sharing their problems with you, right? That's not a good time to use that teaching. If someone else is telling you about a problem, lead with the heart, and compassion will tell you whatever's the best way to proceed. But when you think of your own problem, then you can remember, oh, it's just a first bird problem, and it's coming from the mind. So as long as we can work with the mind, we can transcend this old way of living, right? This old way of living that maybe we fall back into every day. But every time we catch ourselves falling back into the old way of living, we can say to ourselves, oh, that's the old way. Let's do the new way. What's the new way? The new way is don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. Don't fight the mind. So what does it mean, don't follow the mind? Don't follow the mind. Don't give the mind your attention. Right? That's following the mind. The mind, well, it has many different aspects, but the aspect we're discussing right now, we can think of the mind as a thought machine. And that's just the nature of the mind, to produce thoughts, right? produce thoughts, more and more thoughts. Now, if spirit is in control, then we can use the mind and think in whatever way we need to think, when we need to think, and then put the mind away. But if the mind is in control, the thoughts just keep coming up. And if we give all of those thoughts our attention, then we're just going to be going along with the mind wherever it goes, and we are not going to be present with whatever the moment is. We're missing life. Life happens right here, right now in the present. So don't follow the mind. Don't give it the attention. We cannot stop the mind from producing thoughts. That's the nature of the mind. So you don't have to feel that, oh, my job is to quiet the mind and make sure no thoughts come up. That's a very tall ask. That's not what we need to worry about. The mind will continue to produce thoughts. It's just the nature, but we don't have to pay attention to those thoughts. We can let them come up and let them float away. So don't follow the mind, don't give the attention. The next one is, don't feed the mind. Don't feed the mind. What does it mean to feed the mind? Well, when you give the mind your attention, you're feeding it a little bit, but another way to feed the mind is to give those thoughts your belief. Belief and attention are very intimate powers that we all have. Now, a thought, in and of itself, is actually powerless. It doesn't have to affect us. It comes and it goes like passing clouds, no problem. Powerless. The only thing that can give a thought power is you or your belief. If you believe in a thought, you give it power. So, a thought without belief, powerless. A thought with belief can even start a war. We have wars in the world as people are believing all kinds of thoughts like, oh, they're different from me, they're my enemies, or whatever the thought may be. If you believe in it, you give it power. In fact, so much power we can give to thoughts that it can create our sense of reality. So thought and belief can't actually change true reality, but it can dictate what your experience is. So if your experience is not pleasant for you right now, is not the highest that you feel, chances are there are some core beliefs that are holding you in that level. Stop feeding the mind with your belief. Don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. The last one, the last F, is don't fight the mind. Why do we say don't fight the mind? Now, we're going to be talking about meditation. Right? In fact, there are so many different sadhana practices, but meditation is one of them. And I sometimes call all of them meditation. But when you're sitting down to do a focused practice of meditation, maybe you have some kind of practice that you're following, whether it's watching the breath or seeing the Jyoti meditation, seeing the light passing through your body, or doing, paying attention to the sensations that come. Whatever task of meditation you happen to have, one thing is for sure, one thing is in common in all those meditation techniques. The mind is going to come up to trouble you, right? You're going to have your attention on whatever the task of meditation is, and the mind is going to come up to distract you. It may pretend to be a very important thought. It may just be a commercial jingle that catches your attention. The mind is going to come up. And sometimes that can feel very frustrating because you want to be, in this peaceful, beautiful meditation. So you may be tempted to want to fight the mind, to get upset with the mind. This is not a helpful practice, because when you are fighting the mind, it's really just the mind fighting the mind. And so the mind, if we picture it as being its own kind of creature, like having its own life, right? Maybe like a gremlin, if you know the gremlins, right? Then the mind, it's reaching its goal. If it distracts you, if it gets you all worked up, then it's winning. It's really just the mind fighting the mind. So don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. Don't fight the mind. Those are 3 principles to keep in mind of what not to do, to not allow the mind to stop us from being aware of who we really are. I want to share something with you. About 3 or 4 years ago, I shared these 3 F's with my daughter, who was about 9 or 10 at the time. And she said to me, "Daddy, I think there's another F. Don't force the mind." So I thought, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Now, maybe it really goes along with don't fight the mind, but it's kind of a different angle, because sometimes it may not look like a fight, but you're really trying to push the mind to do what you want it to do. That's also not exactly a helpful approach, because the forcing is actually tension. Where's the tension? The mind, right? So instead of thinking of it as fighting or forcing, maybe we think of it more as a dance, right? The mind, by nature, does its thing. And in fact, maybe not so much the mind even. You find the attention goes to the mind. You may even find some belief is created or is generated. When you notice, gently, without any feeling of stress or disappointment, gently bring the mind back. So don't force the mind, just bring the mind back. In fact, every time we bring the mind back, every time we are weakening the strength of the mind, of the habit of the attention always following the mind. So every single time we do that, we are strengthening our spiritual muscles. We'll come back to that in a minute. Don't force the mind, a 4th F. And then later, some days later, she said to me, "Daddy, I think I came up with another F. Don't fear the mind." I thought, that's another good one. Maybe there are 5 Fs. Don't fear the mind. So we don't want to be afraid of the mind. And in fact, if you think about it, when you're fearing the mind, you can't fear the mind unless you're really believing the thoughts, believing that they're true, right? So it's a little bit similar to the don't feed the mind, but gives it a different spin that might be helpful. You also don't need to be afraid of the mind, right? And in fact, any problem, right, any adversity that we may experience in the external world really is a projection from the mind. So if you don't fear the mind, you don't fear anything. If you don't feel fear, then love will flow, because love is our true nature. So 3 Fs or 5 Fs, up to you what you want to keep in mind. Keep in mind. Don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. Don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. Don't fight the mind. Thank you. And don't force the mind. Don't fear the mind. Okay. So that's what we should keep in mind not to do. That's the most important thing. As long as we remember those things, anytime the mind is giving us trouble, we can come back. But there is something else that can be said that's more on a positive side rather than a negative side of what not to do. So if this is what not to do with the mind, what do we do? Maybe you don't need any instruction on that, but if there is any instruction, what do? Just be. Just be present. Nowadays, the teachings on presence, mindfulness, are very ubiquitous around the world. You can find many teachers teaching about presence. And in fact, Swami has many times talked about it too, but it's maybe feels a bit subtle, and maybe many of us, certainly myself, have missed it for so long. But it's so powerful. This teaching of just being present. So I want to share with you that when I first encountered this teaching of living in the present, right, it didn't resonate with me so much. Even in Swami's teaching, you can find it. He basically says, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but don't live in the past. The past is gone, it will never come back. He says, don't live in the future is unsure. Live in the present, and then he also says, it's not just ordinary present, it is omnipresent. And other teachers have other beautiful ways of expressing the same truth in different words. But let's see if we can unpack that a little bit. When we are in the present, really, we are actually away, we are not gripped by the mind. That means we're not following the mind, we are not feeding the mind, we're not fighting the mind, because the mind can only exist in the past or the future, or the imagined past, the imagined future. So being present really means we are not allowing the mind to dictate how we live. We're not engaging the mind. And also at first when I encountered this teaching about being present, living in the moment, I found it abstract, and I felt like I can't really do that. How do I stay in the present without shifting back either way? I was misunderstanding the present to be like an interval between the past and the future. Still, I was making the present into a concept, an idea. But being present is all about going beyond concepts. Because concepts can be helpful up to a point, but ultimately it's just thought, just more mind stuff. We don't need that to be who we are. We don't need that to experience who we are. We actually need to let that go so we can experience who we are. And I also had a hard time understanding, how does this teaching about living in presence relate to the fundamental teachings that are so moving, like love, compassion, service, which is love in action? How does it relate to that? What does it have to do with that? I came to realize, by grace of the Guru, or get a glimpse at least, that why is it important is because actually we don't need to become loving. We don't need to become compassionate. Our true nature already is love. Our true nature already is God. We don't need to become who we already are. If there's anything we need to do, if we want to experience who we already are, it's just to remove what seems to be in the way. And this is not a teaching that's for, the high yogis. This is not a teaching that's maybe 10 years down the line or 10 lifetimes down the line. This is a teaching that's for every single one of us right here, right now. We can just be present. And the beautiful thing about that is that we can practice this all the time. We don't even have to set aside time to practice that. That's part and parcel of daily life. So, living in the present is the positive, right? So, how do we contend with the mind? Because the mind seems to be the trouble. Don't feed the mind, don't follow the mind, don't fight the mind. Don't force the mind, don't fear the mind. What do we do instead? If there's something to do, don't do, just be. Be present with whatever it is. And so actually the teaching is the same, whether it applies to when you're sitting down for meditation or another spiritual practice, or just in daily life with whatever else we're engaged in. Right? Because the dance of the first bird must continue. Right? Activity must continue. We're not going to stop activity. We're not going to stop doing, but we can make everything that we need to do, everything that happens in life, meditation. So let's talk about first focused meditation, where you're actually sitting down, taking time aside, and you're just quiet and doing meditation. So, like we said before, whatever your practice is, the main part of the practice is when the mind comes up. The mind comes up, you notice the mind, you notice the attention has gone with the mind. In fact, remember, thoughts are not themselves the real problem. It's the attention we give to them, the power of belief we give to them. So, when we see the thoughts come up, gently, and the attention has gone away, gently we bring the attention back to the task of meditation. And every time we do that, right, it's like we're building muscles. The mind falls away, and we bring it back. So, if someone says to you, if you find yourself saying, oh, I tried to meditate, I tried to sit down for meditation, but I couldn't do it because My mind just kept going all over the place, so I just gave up. That's kind of like somebody who wants to build physical muscles, and they go to the gym, and they start lifting weights. But then they come home and they say, you know what? It was pointless. Every time I lifted the weight up, then gravity would bring it back down again. I tried to bring it back up, and then gravity would bring it back down again. So I didn't achieve anything, so I just decided to give up. But actually, ridiculous, right? Because actually, that's how you're building the muscle. The mind will keep getting distracted. The attention will keep going with the mind, but you just bring it back up again. Each time, we're weakening the old habit and strengthening our true nature. So that's in focused. I like to call that focused meditation practice. A beautiful thing to do. If you already have a daily practice of focused meditation, wonderful, you already know how powerful it is. If not, and you feel inspired that I'd like to start that up, wonderful, do that. But I want to talk about something that I think is even more important than a regular practice of focused sitting meditation. And we can call this, instead of focused meditation, integrated meditation. So that's when you integrate meditation into your daily life. Into every aspect. What does that mean? That means whatever you're doing becomes spiritualized, becomes a spiritual practice. Whatever you're doing with presence. You're giving all your attention to that task. At first, it may feel very mechanical. The present moment may feel like just a very ordinary present moment. And that's fine. Keep doing it. Or after a while, you may start to feel a sense of peace, a sense of, wow, it's so simple. There's nothing, like, there's nothing fancy about it, but yet it's so wonderful just to be myself, just to be in the moment. And that's integrated meditation. So, as we're going about with our daily life, of course, the mind is going to come up, the attention is going to go with the mind, and these thoughts may be unhelpful. But as soon as we realize it, that the mind has gone off, that the attention has gone off, we gently bring it back and back to the present moment. So even if throughout your entire day, most of the time you're living in the old way, completely in the first bird level, and only a few moments in the day do you remember, oh, right, that's the old way. I can be present right now. I am the witness. And you just bring the attention back to whatever you're doing, however mundane the task may be, but you give it your full attention without being so engaged with this endless habit of the mind to keep, generating thoughts. Let the mind do its thing, just like a television going on in the other room that you can't turn off. It's okay. Let it keep doing its thing, but we don't have to give it our attention. It's just in the background. We bring back the attention to the present moment, whatever task at hand. So we have focused meditation and integrated meditation. And with that, even if it only happens a few moments in the day that you realize it, be delighted for each moment that happens, because the realizing that you were back in the old habits, that is our level of awareness, that moment that we realize. And bringing the attention back, that is the strengthening the spiritual muscle. So, maybe with that, I will bring my remarks to a close for now. I'll just quickly recap. So very quickly, so what did we talk about today? We talked about how to connect with our Guru, how to give the real gift of, for Guru Poornima that we can celebrate every single day. Do your duty. What is your truest duty? To be yourself. You already are yourself. How can we remove what seems to be not ourself? Well, we have to contend with the mind. How do we contend with the mind? It's more about what we don't do than what we do. So don't fear the mind. Don't follow the mind. Don't feed the mind. Let me do the other order, sorry. Don't follow the mind, don't feed the mind, don't fight the mind. Then don't force the mind, don't fear the mind, okay? And then just be present and practice meditation. Focus practice meditation if you like, wonderful. And then, regardless, integrated meditation. When focused meditation finishes, the rest of the day is integrated meditation. And every moment Don't despair when you find yourself caught in the old way. Every moment you realize it, just gently come back to the new way, and you are strengthening your spiritual muscles. And when we do this, we give our best gift to the Lord. In closing, I just want to say, mention, if this talk has a title, then I'll give the title right now at the end. The title being, Open Your Present. So we want to give a gift, an offering on Guru Poornima, right? But in fact, the gift is not from us to Swami. It's always Swami gives us a gift. And what is this gift? We can call this gift the present moment. Present is another word for gift, right? But the present moment is Swami's gift, and it's always available for us. That gift is always available for us. All we have to do is open the present. How do we open a gift? We remove the wrapper. We remove the packaging that's hiding the gift. What is the packaging that's hiding the present moment? Our attention and obsession with the mind. Let's allow the mind to be a useful tool, but let's, at any moment, whenever we remember, take that chance to open our present by just being in the present and letting the mind not disturb us. So thank you very much. We have a little bit of time, I think. We could take questions if there are questions. If there are questions, very happy. If there are no questions, we'll do a short meditation. So either way, I'm very happy. Thank you. Any questions? Oh, yes. Does everyone hear the speaker, or should we bring a microphone? Maybe I can. I can speak loud. Everyone can. Is anyone having trouble hearing? No? Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so thank you very much. Beautiful talk and very nice things to ponder. My point is, when the mind is moving here, there, what is the strategy for you to distinguish that it is moving somewhere? I'm not going to listen to it. It is going somewhere. I don't want to fight it. What is this? What is the strategy? What is the wisdom to find that is happening?
Thank you for that question. So what is the wisdom, what is the strategy to notice when the mind is moving and not go with it? I don't think there's a wisdom or a strategy. It's just about noticing, right? So, of course, we have so much of a habit that has been built up, not only over the years of this lifetime, but over who knows how many lifetimes, a habit of this way of operating with the mind, where we just follow that voice in our head, thinking that that's who we are. Most people in the world don't even question this. They just believe that the voice in the head, that's their voice. But when you start to see a separation between the mind and your true self, you realize, oh, these thoughts keep changing, and that's just a voice. I am aware of it. I'm still here when that voice quiets down, even for a brief moment. I'm not that voice. That voice keeps coming up. So I don't think there's a strategy or a wisdom except maybe that, to see that separation. There is, one point of wisdom that the masters teach. Anything that can be observed is not your fundamental true nature. It's not the truth. Anything that changes is not the fundamental true nature. That fundamental true nature is something we can't actually describe in words. All these words, if they have any value, it's to point beyond the words, beyond the concepts. But that truth, even somebody who maybe is not spiritually inclined would have to accept, because something that can be observed, there must be, something observing it, something behind it, right? And if our truth is the changeless, ever-changeless reality, then anything that fluctuates is observed to change. So maybe that wisdom can give us a hint. Oh yeah, well, obviously that's the mind moving around. If there's any disturbance that you're experiencing at all, it must be coming from the mind. So if you can catch that, then you know, okay, that's the mind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because we
think of nothing else but me, you will unite with me. And that adds to what Francisco was saying about integral meditation, that surrender. Surrender, be in surrender to Swami all the time. Think through me, speak through me, hear through me, see through me, and work through me. So in that surrender, at least in my experience, that when I start the day with that, then I feel him working in and through me. So that is another point. And thank you, Francisco, for your most beautiful and practical exposition on the subject.
Thank you so much, Dr. I'm really glad you brought up that point, actually, because you mentioned the word surrender. And there's a few words that are so closely related, and so obviously closely related. Surrender, right? Letting go and letting God. Those are teachings we've heard and that are so valuable. The beautiful thing is that those teachings are also the same with presence. Because when we're present and we're not with the mind, that is actually the most powerful surrender. We're surrendering this old sense of way of being and allowing the new way to come through. Allowing our inner self, which is actually God, to flow through. Okay, I think that's all the time we have. So once again, thank you very much, everyone. And is this a good time to do a closing mantra, or should we leave that for later? I'm looking at, yes, okay. We'll do a little closing mantra. Thank you. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
On behalf of all of us here, a heartfelt thanks to Brother Francisco for your inspiring talk on connecting with the Guru through meditation. Your words reminded us of the quiet strength and guidance found within, and your insights have deepened our understanding and renewed our dedication to spiritual practice. Thank you once again. Next on this morning's program, we have a series that we have titled lovingly as Heart to Heart. Bhajan singing is a powerful way to connect with the Guru, opening the heart and filling the mind with divine thoughts. It's a heart-to-heart connection where melody and devotion bring us closer to the divine. Swami often said, singing with feeling purifies the heart and deepens this bond. In today's pre-recorded session, you will see how Brother Hariharan, a silent oneness, connected with his divine Guru, Swami. Brother P.P. Hariharan was among the first batch of students at the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Prashanti Nilayam, in 1979. During his college years, he began singing and composing bhajans with Swami's divine blessings. Over more than 2 decades, he has become renowned for his deeply devotional and soul-stirring renditions of bhajans and devotional songs, marked by infectious feeling and music. Brother Hariharan has performed
He has composed over 250 Sai Bhajans now sung worldwide, spreading universal love. His life's mission is to promote the brotherhood of man and the fatherhood of God through love expressed in the form of music. Brother Hari, as he's affectionately called, has composed many bhajans that we sing here at our center, such as Ao Pyare Naina Hamare, Jayama Jayama Daya Karo Saima, Arunachala Shiva, just to name a few. In today's Heart to Heart program, Brother Hariharan narrates the inspiration and the meaning behind a few of his very melodious compositions. After which, our YAs will deliver those bhajans in their most melodious voices. And
Om Shri Sai Ram. A very, very happy, holy, Guru Poornima to all of us. Dear, dear, dear brothers and sisters, Guru Sai Venkateshwara, Karunakara Munani. This bhajan was inspired when I was listening to a Mangala ghazal. For me, any tune I hear, of course, that was in the rag, that's all, not this tune, but that tune went inside, created that love for the attachment towards the only Guru, our beloved Brahma. He is Maheshwara, he is Sai Maheshwara. Maheshwara, Lord Shiva. And poison came here granted. That is why we call him Karunakara, Karunamaya. Similarly, all our burdens, our beloved Bhajan takes it on himself. So he is Karunakara, Karunamaya. He is not just Maheshwara, he is Sai Maheshwara. He is not just Sai Maheshwara, he is Guru Sai Maheshwara. Karunakara, Karunamaya. Karunamaya, Karunamaya. He is Maheshwara, he is Brahmarupa. Prashant Sai. He is Prashant Sai Sundara. When you see the tune, that line, you will understand what is Prashant, because the tune also goes to give us that Prashant. And Parabrahma, Trivikrama Narayana. See, Maheshwara came, Brahma came, Narayana also. Because we always say Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Our Swami is everything. Who is the one who has created us? Who is the one who is protecting us? Who is the one who is destroying all the unwanted vasanas? In that way, we become Shiva. Trivikrama Narayana, 3 steps he takes. He is existing in our Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. All the 3 steps, Trivikrama. Whether you are awake, is there in our heart. Whether we are in deep slumber, is there. Whether we are dreaming, is there with us. So all the 3 stages, chakras, Poornima, Purna Avatar, Bhagan Shri Satya Sai, may we become one with you. Jai Sai.
Guru Shri Guru Shri Guru Namaha.
Prabhu, Shri Sai Natha, Purushottama He Bhakti Purisha, Prema Sai Bhagavan. Way back in 1995, this bhajan was revealed, for no one can do anything. Shabda Brahmamani Characharami. So this is revealed from cosmos for anybody. So here, from childhood we know God, we have heard of Guru, we have heard of Avatar, we have heard of so many things traditionally, but everything found meaning once we came to the lotus feet of the Lord Bhagavan. Instead of saying this, I can say, once Swami called us to his lotus feet, then we were revealed. What is Poornima? In my childhood, I only knew about Avatar. Rama is Avatar, Krishna is Avatar. But later, when I came to Swami, I came to know Poornima. That Poornima, Sai Gurudeva, is Guru, but he is also Poornima. Satya Saisha Paramananda. Why these words? When we sang Bhajan in the Divine Presence, when the Bhajan was in full swing, the way Swami says, the way Swami is in deep Ananda meditation, then we could understand what is Paramananda. Till then it was words, but once we saw Swami enjoying in deep meditative mood, or he's in some other sphere altogether, then we know what is Paramananda. So Satya Saisha Paramananda, Prema Sai Bhagavan. Only where there is prema there can be Ananda. Where there is prema there can be Ananda. So Prema Sai Bhagavan, so Satya Saisha Paramananda suits very well. We see Parama Purusha Prabhu Shri Sai Natha, where Sattva, Tamo, Rajoguna, threes. Only Purusha can be God. And that Purusha is Purushottama also. Parama Purusha Prabhu Shri Sai Natha, Purushottama He Bhakti Purisha. Who is that Purushottama for us? Bhakti Purisha. Prema Sai Bhagavan. Such a wonderful, wonderful God we got for ourselves. But yet we maintain a place in the world. I found when God is ready to absorb us, why should we keep ourselves separate? That also He has to give that blessing. Praying to Bhagavan to give us all that blessing, to absorb all of us in Him, so that we know we are one with Parama Purusha, we are one with Purushottama, we are one with Sai Gurudeva, we are one with Poornima, we are one with Paramananda. This is the prayer to Swami. Through this bhajan, may everyone attain this state sooner or later, for which His blessings are already ready. It is for us to accept, receive them as prasad. May Sai bless everyone. Jai Sai.
पूर्णावतारा साई गुरुदेवा पूर्णावतारा साई गुरुदेवा पूर्णावतारा साई गुरुदेवा सत्य साईशा परमानंदा सत्य साईशा परमानंदा प्रेम साई प्रेम साई सत्य साई सत्य साई परम पुरुष प्रभु श्री साईनाथा परम पुरुष प्रभु श्री साईनाथा पुरुषोत्तमा हे पति पुरीशा पुरुषोत्तमा हे पति पुरीशा प्रेम साई प्रेम साई सत्य साई सत्य साई पूर्णावतार साई गुरुदेवा सत्य साईशा परमानंदा प्रेम साई सत्य साई परम पुरुष प्रभु श्री पुरुषोत्तमा हे पति पुरीशा प्रेम साई सत्य साई भगवान साई भगवान सत्य साई पूर्णावतारा साई गुरुदेवा
Guru Sai Paramatma, Paramatma Sai Guru. कृपा करो अज्ञान करो प्रभु Sai Guru Paramatma, Sai Paramatma. Dear Atmas is Paramatma, which all of us know. Though we don't exist with the identity of Atma, we generally connect ourselves to physical entity, but he remains Paramatma all the time. That's why he took avatar, came to this planet Earth to relieve us from this feeling, I and mine. From that he wanted to get us to that state of Atman, so that we can understand or merge in Paramatma. So this I and mine is attitude. On this day, when we show the gratitude to Swami, who has guided us and taught us how to understand that we are his Amsha Atmas. All these things were possibility because Swami took that avatar. So Guru is the Guru, physically representing in front of us. Guru Sai is, and he is also that Paramatma who includes all the names, all forms, all spirits, that Vishwarupa Darshana. So Guru Sai, when he has come and he has given us this, for us to understand is Vishwarupa Darshana as Paramatma. Paramatma Sai Deva, our Sai Deva Evam. Kripa Karo, Ajnana Karo Prabhu. There is no other prayer in this life except we pray to Swami, Kripa Karo, Ajnana Karo, please remove this veil of I and mine and make me understand I am the soul. Of course, when we pray, certainly he leads us to that. And only you will understand, nobody else will understand. So, when we say Kripa Karo, Jnana Karo, Prabhu to Sai, then he becomes Mahadeva. Then he removes all the ignorances and shows us truly that we are the Atmas. And he as Sai Guru, as Paramatma, he is guiding us. So I pray to Swami on this auspicious day to give us that jnana to understand that we are part of him, we are amsha of him. This is my prayer for all. Jai Sai.
Guru Sai Deva Mahadeva Paramatma.
Shri Guru Jai Guru Sainath Sadguru. This bhajan came long, long back in late 1980s. I had sung this bhajan much before, but then I forgot. Then later, after 10 years, somebody reminded me, a devotee. After that, I did this recording once again in Anna CD, a simple bhajan, Shri Guru Jai Guru, Sainath Sadguru, Vedanath, Bholenath, Brahmarupa Sadguru. So, regarding meaning, all of you understand everything, but I would like to share with you only one point, Bholenath, the innocent Lord Shiva. Where is he living? He is living in many beings who are innocent. Lord Shiva was innocent. Why he was called so? When poison came, all the devas, asuras, all gods ran away. But Lord Shiva swallowed that poison for the sake of the universe. Then after that everyone forgot, because that is our human nature. We are not that grateful for those who have helped us. So devas also like that, all of them. This is mythology, teaches us. But after many years they realized it always dawns in a person who is grateful. It will be there one day or the other, that reaction comes. So devas came and apologized to Lord Shiva for forgetting, and then sang, glorified him, and Lord Shiva immediately danced in that happiness in between the horns of Nandi on a Saturday, on a Pradosha Vela, and that is called Shani Pradosham, which happened 2 days before. So this Bholenath is that with no expectation, that forgiveness, that compassion which Lord Shiva had, that we call ourselves spiritual people, but we have not yet learned those things. So this bhajan's main aim is to teach us that gratefulness, that gratitude, and that worshipful nature. So Deenanath, because he helped people's devas and others were Deena that time. So Deenanath, Bholenath, Brahma Rupa Sadguru, as he is the Adi Guru, as Dakshinamurti. May Swami give everyone a right vision, right
दीनानाथ भोलेनाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु दीनानाथ भोलेनाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु श्री गुरु जय गुरु साईनाथ सद्गुरु श्री गुरु जय गुरु साईनाथ सद्गुरु अलक निरंजन भवदय भंजन साईनाथ गुरु अलक निरंजन भवदय भंजन साईनाथ गुरु दीनानाथ भोलेनाथ ब्रह्मा रूप गुरु दीनानाथ भोलेनाथ ब्रह्मा रूप दीनानाथ भोलेनाथ ब्रह्मा रूप गुरु दीनानाथ भोलेनाथ ब्रह्मा रूप गुरु श्री गुरु जय गुरु साईनाथ सद्गुरु
Sairam, years back, I went to Tiruvannamalai with one of my closest friend Naresh Bala. I stayed in Tiruvannamalai, stayed in Seshadri Swami ashram. Seshadri Swami was a Siddha Purusha. Never had any new cloth on him. If anybody gives anything to him, he will give it away to others. He was a Siddha Purusha, as I told. When I was in deep meditation for 1.5 hours, in pure silence, with no instrument, no human being around, the heart is palpitating with the words Aruna Ramana Shri Gurudeva, Sesha Ramana Sadgurudeva, Bhava Bhaya Harana Shri Sai Deva, Guru Hai Satchitanand Deva. I have never heard wordings like this in my life before, nor ever I thought that I had to put this word. This shows nobody can be composer. Everything comes from the cosmos and goes back to cosmos, from God to God, from Sayu to Sai. Nothing our work. We are receivers, simple as that. I was contemplating on the meaning. Meaning is Aruna is crimson red, stands for enlightenment, because Aruna is Surya Deva, Arunodaya we call. So Aruna is crimson red. Aruna Ramana means that crimson red represents enlightened. So enlightened Ramana is Sri Gurudeva, Sesha Ramana Sadgurudeva. Seshadri Swami who protected Ramana during his tapas, Sadgurudeva, a great Siddha Purusha, Sadgurudeva, who is our Swami, Bhava Bhaya Harana Shri Sai Deva. He is the one who makes us cross the ocean of samsara. He gave us the trick how to do. So, lifted from all the stage as a Parameshti Guru, Sri Sai Deva. Then Guru hai Sat Chitan Deva. Why these words? Because every Guru, he certain things, some other people like something else. So it is everyone's understanding and liking. But this is what I experience, so I share with you. Sai Ram. Thank you.
Arunarama Shri Gurudeva Arunarama Shri Gurudeva Shri
So divine, this blissful state feels timeless. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Brother Hariharan for helping us connect with Swami through his beautiful compositions, and for graciously allowing us to share his pre-recorded stories and inspirations. For this morning so far, we've had our guest speaker, Brother Francisco, who led us to connect with our Guru through meditation. Our next part of the program was connecting with our Guru through Bhajans. Our next part to the program is connecting through instruments, through music. When played with devotion and focus, the tabla becomes more than an instrument. It becomes a medium to connect with the Guru. Each beat offered with love is a form of worship. The discipline and stillness it requires opens the heart, allowing the Guru's presence to be felt within. The harmonium, too, is a spiritual companion. Its melodies, offered with love and focus, quiet the mind. As the hands move across the keys and the bellows breathe life into each note, the devotee is drawn into a space of inner stillness where the Guru's presence is felt. Today, offering their tribute through music, we have Sri Kiran Morarji on tabla and Sri Hardeep Channa on harmonium. Kiran Morarji, who is also no stranger to our center, is a gifted tabla player of the Punjab Gharana. He is among the most sought-after artists in Canada, the US, and internationally. Known for his sensitive accompaniment and rich traditional solos, he blends technical precision, rhythmic complexity, and musical depth. Kiran began learning tabla at the age of 8 and has been a senior disciple of Ustad Zakir Hussain for over 20 years. He also trains under Pandit Yogesh Samsi. Kiran has performed and toured with some of the world's leading instrumentalists, vocalists, and Kathak dancers, including his guru. Hardeep Channa began learning music at the age of 3, nurtured by a musical family. He initially trained within his home and later studied accompaniment under Professor Ranjit Singh, also learning the Taus, Mayuri Veena. Currently, he continues his harmonium training with Sri Tanmay Devchake. Hardeep has the privilege of accompanying renowned artists such as Pandit Yogesh Samsi, Pandit Anindo Chatterjee, and Ustad Zakir Hussain. Today, we would like to thank both Kiran and Hardeep for joining us and for taking us on this musical journey where we connect with the divine.
Saram, everybody. It's a real blessing for both of us to be here today. We would like to play a small tribute to our gurus. Saram. In the tabla solo, you start with peshkar, which is our form of tal alap. It's a composition by Guruji. It moves in threes. Tishrajati. Kaida literally means rule. So you're given a phrase and you improvise in the phrase. This composition is by Ustad Allah Raka Khan Sahab. there's compositions passed on from guru to disciple. These are some compositions of my guru's father. Ta dhina kirikta takita dhina kirikta takita dhikita gata kata gadina kata gadina kirikta krada kirikta kradan kirikta dan kirikta krada kirikta kradan kirikta kradan kirikta krada kirikta krada. Kadir Baksh. This is going 3 generations back.
Kiran and Hardeep, it is with deep gratitude and heartfelt appreciation that I extend our sincerest thanks. Kiran on tabla and Hardeep on harmonium, your performance was not merely music. It was a meditative journey, a soulful tribute that beautifully captured the essence of Guru Bhakti. Every beat and every note resonated with reverence and devotion, touching the hearts of all present here this morning. Let's please give them a round of applause. They have definitely shown us yet another way of connecting with our divine gurus. As we come to the last segment of this morning's program, we have a special announcement, and I would like to invite our president, Uncle Ruhail, to please come to the front.
I offer my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba, our Guru, our Bhagwan, our everything. Thank you, Bhagwan, for being here and allowing us to be in your presence. We are ever so grateful. What do I say after such? What I said to Kiran was this was meditation. This was pure meditation through music. We started with an amazing meditation-related talk by our dear brother Francisco. Went to Brother Hariharan, who expounded on how the Bhajans came on, again a process of meditation. And I think then to put all this together in a fusion, we needed that instrumental musical rendition. Please give all of them, again, a huge, huge round of applause. I almost, when he was bowing, I almost wanted to yell, once more. And then I said, oops, I cannot do that, but that's what I wanted to say. It was amazing. Both Brother Hardeep, Brother Kiran, all the young adults who participated in the musical, our devotional team led by Brother Ashwin, supported by Sister Meera, Sanjay Sankat, and each and everyone who took the mic, the instruments. On behalf of our center and our congregation, we are ever so grateful. Please give all of them a huge round of applause once again. Now, coming to the announcement, as we had mentioned in our active workers meeting, I'm very, very happy, and it's my privilege to announce that thanks to the hard work of our devotional team, supported by our young adults, especially Vijay Sai and Ram, we are able to have our own center's web application for, this is an offering from our center for as part of Sai 100. And if we could have the application on the screen. So I'm happy that we are inaugurating it today.
And welcome
today.
To your Just
hold.
100 days.
So I will request our brother Ashwin to take us through that. Brother Ashwin. Yeah.
Thank you, Brother Ruhail. So, as Brother Ruhail mentioned, this was our sadhana for the centenary celebrations this year. We wanted to launch a web-based application on Bhagwan's 9-point code of conduct. So the app would be called I to Sai, and as you can see on the screen, we have a short demo video. I think it's roughly around 2 minutes with a voiceover, and there are a few screen sections that we can go through, and then I'll come back and explain in a bit more once we hear this whole app.
Sairam, everyone, and welcome to your I to Sai 100-day sadhana tracker. First, you will be required to either sign up or log in, and you may log into the tracker. The tracker includes a daily reflection form, which comes in the form of a questionnaire that you must answer daily. This daily reflection form and its questions must be submitted once a day, and you may either press the next button or swipe to move on to the next question. Once you've completed answering all of the questions, you may click the submit button, and that will allow you to submit for the day. These responses cannot be edited once submitted. Next, what you could do is to view your past submissions, see your score for each day, and click to expand and reveal sadhanas that you were unable to complete on that particular day. You may also access a cumulative graph of your past submissions with the ability to configure each bar to represent a time period of your choice to get the averages over that particular time period. Lastly, you may access the Areas to Focus tab, where the top 3 most difficult sadhanas for you based on your answers to the questionnaire are listed. Clicking on this prompts you to be able to look at the reason and the necessary steps that you will need to take in order to complete it. This provides the additional guidance that you would need to meet the goal without struggling with the task at hand. And that about covers it. I hope you have a seamless experience tracking in your sadhanas.
Thank you. So this web-based app is ready, but we are going through the final testing, so it should be, you'll see the information in the upcoming bulletin. So we'll share this demo video with the link to log in onto the app. It's a web-based app, so it cannot be downloaded on any phone. It's just you go on the Google and then put i2sai.ca, and this will show up. And details will be in the bulletin. It won't be up today, so if you try. So just to let you know, so wait for the Thursday's bulletin for further instructions. And this is a 100-day offering that we wanted to do leading up to Swami's birthday. And then based on the feedback we may receive and we may take, we can see if we want to keep the app going, or we may probably, if you want to shut down by end of the year. So that's about it. And thank you everyone who worked day in and day out. Special thanks to Brother Vijay Sai and Ram. If you could just quickly stand up where you are. They have spent like days and nights to build this app, and we are on the final stages of deployment. And thank you, Meera and Sanjay, for the idea of the whole app. Thank you, Sarah. Now we'll go into the next program, which is Bhajans, and then we'll close the program for the day after. Sarah. Yes, and lunch after Bhajans.
जय गणराया श्री गणराया जय गणराया श्री गणराया जय गणराया श्री गणराया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया गणराया श्री गणराया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया अष्ट विनायक मंगलदाता सिद्धि विनायक मंगलदाता अष्ट विनायक मंगलदायक मंगल मूर्ति मोरया अष्ट विनायक अष्ट विनायक मंगलदायक मंगल मूर्ति मोरया अष्ट विनायक मंगलदायक मंगल मूर्ति मोरया सिंदूर वदना पंकज चरण सिंदूर वदना पंकज चरण सिंदूर वदना पंकज चरण गणपति पापा मोरया सिंदूर वदना पंकज चरण गणपति पापा मोरया जय गणराया श्री गणराया जय गणराया श्री गणराया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया सिद्धि विनायक मंगलदाता अष्ट विनायक मंगलदायक मंगल मूर्ति मोरया सिंदूर वदना पंकज चरण सिंदूर वदना पंकज चरण मुक्ति पापा मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया जय गणराया श्री गणराया
गुरु महिमा गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ
साई हमारे तुम बिन कोई नहीं रखवारे तुम बिन कोई नहीं रखवारे तुम बिन कौन सहारे बाबा बाबा तुम बिन कौन सहारे तुम बिन कौन सहारे साई प्यारे बाबा तुम बिन कौन सहारे आओ साई प्यारे आवो प्यारे नयन हमारे साई हमारे आओ तुम बिन कोई नहीं रखवारे तुम बिन कौन सहारे बाबा तुम बिन कौन सहारे आओ साई प्यारे बाबा तुम बिन कौन सहारे आओ साई प्यारे आवो प्यारे नयन हमारे साई हमारे
दया करो हे करुणा निधान साई दया करो हे करुणा निधान साई तुम हो बाबा साई अंतर्यामी। परतिपुरी भगवान, परतिपुरी तुम हो दाता दया करो। तुम हो साई कृपा करो। दया करो हे करुणा निधा साई। तुम हो दाता दया करो। तुम हो साई कृपा करो। प्रभु तुम साई अंतर्यामी। परतिपुरी भगवान, परतिपुरी तुम हो दाता दया करो। तुम हो साई कृपा करो। दया करो हे करुणा निधा साई।
मधुसूदना मुरलीधरा,
मधुसूदना मुरलीधरा,
मधुसूदना मुरलीधरा,
मधुसूदना मुरलीधरा,
मधुर मधुर हे गिरिधर बाला,
मधुर मधुर हे गिरिधर बाला,
मधुर मधुर हे गिरिधर बाला, माधवा मधुसूदना, माधवा मधुसूदना, हृदयांतरंगा श्री साई रंगा, हृदयांतरंगा श्री साई रंगा, श्रीरंग रंगा पुट्टपर्ति रंगा, श्रीरंग रंगा पुट्टपर्ति रंगा, माधवा मधुसूदना, मधुर मधुर हे गिरिधर बाला माधवा मधुसूदना हृदयांतरंगा श्री साई रंगा श्रीरंग रंगा पुटपर्ति रंगा माधवा मधुसूदना माधवा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना मुरलीधरा
Bow to the light within, to the omnipresent light of God. Bow to the light within, to the omnipresent light of God. Bow to the endless light, the light that is our very life. Bow to the endless light, to the light that is our very life. Bow to the indwelling Lord, our true Guru Sri Satya Sai. Bow to the indwelling Lord, our true Guru Sri Satya Sai. Atma Jyoti Namo, Paramatma Jyoti Namo. Akhanda Jyoti Namo, Mama Jivana Jyoti Namo. Antanayami Namo, Sri Sadguru Sai Namo. Antarayami Namo, Sri Sadguru Sai Namo. Atma Jyoti Namo, Paramatma Jyoti Namo.
वाहेगुरु 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 जी बोलो वाहेगुरु 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 जी बोलो सतनाम 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 जी बोलो सतनाम 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 जी बोलो नित्य नित्य जपिए तेरो नाम जी बोलो
कृष्णा कृष्णा जी बोलो कृष्णा 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 जी बोलो नित्य नित्य जपिए कृष्ण नाम जी बोलो नित्य जपिए कृष्ण नाम जी बोलो वाहे गुरु वाहे गुरु वाहे गुरु जी बोलो सत्यनाम 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 जी बोलो नित्य नित्य जपिए तेरे नाम जी नाम सत्यनाम सत्यनाम जी बोलो राम 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 जी बोलो नित्य नित्य जपिए राम नाम जी बोलो कृष्णा 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 जी बोलो नित्य नित्य जपिए कृष्ण नाम जी बोलो बोल नित्य नित्य जपिए कृष्ण नाम गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय वाहे गुरु वाहे गुरु जी बोलो
जय गुरु साई राम जय गुरु साई राम जय गुरु साई राम जय गुरु साई राम जगत गुरु सत्य 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 साई राम जय गुरु साई राम जय गुरु साई राम ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव 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 साई जय गुरु साई राम। ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव साई राम। पर ब्रह्म रूप साई राम। माता पिता गुरु साई राम। जगत गुरु सत्य साई राम। जगत गुरु सत्य साई राम। जय गुरु साई राम।
सत्य साई पादाम्बुजं भज रे मानस निरन्तरम्। सत्य साई पादाम्बुजं भज रे मानस निरन्तरम्। परम पवित्रं पावन चरणं। परम पवित्रं पावन चरणं। कलिमल दहनं श्री गुरु चरणं। कलिमल दहनं श्री गुरु चरणं। भव भयनाशन दुरित निवारण। भव भयनाशन दुरित निवारण। पतिपुरीश्वर पंकज चरणं। पतिपुरीश्वर पंकज चरणं। भज भज रे मानस निरन्तरम्। भज भज रे मानस निरन्तरम्। सत्य साई पादाम्बुजं भज रे मानस निरन्तरम्। परम पवित्रं पावन चरणं। कलिमल दहनं श्री गुरु चरणं। भव भयनाशन दुरित निवारण। वर्तिपुरीश्वर पंकज चरणं। भज भज रे मानस निरन्तरम्। 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 सत्य साई पादाम्बुजं भज रे मानस निरन्तरम्।
मानस भज रे गुरु चरणं। दुस्तर भ्रम सागर तरणं। मानस भज रे गुरु चरणं। दुस्तर भव सागर तरणं। मानस भज रे गुरु चरणं। दुस्तर भव
ఈనాడు గురు పూర్ణిమనగా గురువులకు పూజలు చేయటము, దక్షిణలు సమర్పించడము, ఇంకే విధమైనటువంటి కానుకలు వేయటం, ఇది కాదు నిజమైనటువంటి గురు పూజ.
The significance of Guru Poornima and Guru Puja, it does not refer to giving dakshina to the people, worshipping them, washing their feet.
నిజమైనటువంటి గురువు గుకారో అంధకారం, అంధకారం అనేటువంటి దాన్ని నిర్మూలం గావించాలి.
The real Guru is one who destroys the darkness of ignorance.
ప్రకాశాన్ని దేదీప్యమానంగా వెలిగించాలి.
He can make illumination shine in man.
గుకారమనగా గుణాతీతుడుగా ఉండాలి.
He should remain a transcendent.
గుకారమనగా రూపవచితుడు కావాలి.
He should also be free from the body consciousness and the
అనగా
form.
రూపనామములు లేనటువంటి తత్వము దైవత్వం ఒక్కటే.
It is only divinity which is free from the name and the
ఒక
form.
చిన్న ఉదాహరణము.
Here is a small
స్వామి
example.
భస్మాన్ని ఇస్తుంటాడు.
Swami gives
అనేక మంది భస్మాన్ని ధరిస్తుంటారు.
many people wear this
దీని యొక్క
bhasma.
అంతరార్థం ఏమిటి?
What is the significance of this?
రూపనామములతో చేరినటువంటి ఒక పదార్థాన్ని కాల్చివేసినప్పుడు అది భస్మంగా మారిపోతుంది.
When you burn any particular object which has the name and form, it becomes the ash.
ఈ భస్మం రూపరామరహితమైపోతుంది.
This ash does not have the name and the
అట్టి
form.
రూపరామరహితమైనటువంటి యొక్క భస్మమే అద్వైతం.
And that kind of bhasma or the ash is associated with
కనుకనే
Advaita.
నీవు అద్వైతుడు కామనే నీకు భస్మాన్ని అందించటం.
Ash is given to you with a message. that
నీ
you should
రూపనామం అనేటువంటి దానిని కొంతవరకు నువ్వు అహంకార నిర్మూలము గావించుకోమనే ఈ భస్మాన్ని అందించటం.
You should free yourself from the attachment to the name and the form.
ఈ భస్మం
and
ఎక్కడి నుంచి
transcendence.
వచ్చింది అనగా రూపమునందున్నటువంటి అహంకారము,
That means
ఈ నామమునందున్నటువంటి యొక్క మమత్వము,
the attachment to the form.
నిర్మూలము
and the attachment
చేయాలి.
to the name. You have to destroy this attachment.
చెప్పటం ఒకటి, చేయటం మరొకటి.
We tell something and we practice
ఇందులోనే
something.
మానవత్వం క్షీణించిపోతుండాలి.
In this way, we are destroying our human
చెప్పింది
nature.
చెయ్యి.
We must do what we tell.
చేసింది చెప్పు.
Whatever you tell, you
ఈ
should do that.
రెండింటి యొక్క ఏకత్వాన్ని మనము అనుభవించాలి.
You should experience the unity of your word and deed.
ఇలాంటి గురువులు ఈనాడు కరువైపోయారు.
Such gurus are becoming rarer these days.
కనుక ఈ గురుత్వానికి మనం ప్రాకులాడనక్కర్లేదు.
We need not go in search of this kind of.
మనలో ఒక గురి ఉంటుండాలి.
There is a goal in us.
ఆ గురియే మన యొక్క నిజమైనటువంటి యొక్క ఆత్మతత్వము.
That goal is Atma Tattva.
దానినే సాక్షిభూతుడు అంటారు.
That is described as witness.
No,
Consciousness.
ఇలాంటి యొక్క కాన్షియస్ ను మనం ఫాలో చేయాలి.
We have to follow that conscience.
నీ ఆత్మ సాక్షిగా నీవు ఈ కర్మలో ప్రవేశించు.
Whenever you enter into an action, you take conscience as the witness.
ॐ तत्सत् श्रीनारायण तु पुरुषोत्तम गुरुतो सिद्धबोधतो स्कन्दविनायक सविता पावकतो सविता पावकतो ब्रह्मवदतो यौवशक्तितो येषु पिता प्रभुतो रुद्रविष्णुतो रामकृष्णतो रहीमताओतो रहीमताओतो वासुदेव को विश्वरूपतो चिदानन्द हरितो अद्वितीयतो अकाल निर्भय आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतो आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतो आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतो ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक परिति महेश्वर
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रितकल्पलतिका आश्रितकल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धव ॐ जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमु मरिया तयो नीवे स्वामी मरिया तयो नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्र शयन ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ॐ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल आरती अंधुको मंधर गिरिधारी ॐ जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ॐ नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ॐ नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ॐ नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थ मोक्षप्रदातं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि साई बाबा विभूतिम् idamaśrayami sacred ash miraculous Baba's creation flowing from his blessing hand holy creation granting us the greatest wealth God's divine protection beloved Baba grant us liberation beloved Baba, grant us liberation. Beloved Baba, grant us liberation. Om Asato Ma Satamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Once again, I offer my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our Guru Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Thank you, Bhagwan, for being here and letting us all be in your presence. We are ever so grateful. Respected elders, sisters, brothers, young adults and children, Om Shri Sai Ram. On behalf of Sri Satya Sai Baba Center of Toronto, York, I welcome you all, especially those who are here for the first time or after a long break. We are glad you could make it. Today was the concluding day of the blissful 2-day celebration our beloved Bhagwan blessed us with, this being his 100th year of Advent. He's very gracious. He's blessing us with these double celebrations. So thank you, Bhagwan, for letting us partake this bliss. We started our journey today. Actually, we started our journey on Thursday with the morning and evening program. There were beautiful renditions. Especially, I would want to thank Sister Vaishnavi, who led the ladies' wing, for that beautiful rendition, and all the singers and instrumentalists and all the team leads who helped make that day a success. And then today, our brother Francisco took us through that two-bird analogy from the Upanishads, leaving us with that question to ponder about: which bird are we? Are we bird one or bird two? Or are we both? Or is there no bird? For those who did not attend that, it is a must watch. It is on YouTube. Please go on our YouTube channel, Center's YouTube channel, and watch it. It is a must watch. He took us through that journey of focused meditation, how it becomes an integrated meditation, and how it finally has to become part of our being. We don't have to meditate. Meditation has to be a state of flow for us. Thank you, Brother Francisco, for that fantastic special talk. It was followed by Brother Hariharan's pre-recorded session, but I didn't feel it was pre-recorded. The way our young adults supported it with live singing, all those bhajans, their inner meetings, that was fantastic. So huge round of applause to our devotional team. And the finale of the musical, as I just can't say enough about it, the musical presentation by our own Brother Kiran and Brother Hardeep, who joined him in supporting. Kiran, I have a special message for you. Actually, one of our uncles said, quoting him, "I could never think that tabla can make me cry." So he wants to meet you specially after, so I'll meet. So thank you so much. It was really amazing, all of you. I want to thank all our teams, our altar team, who works tirelessly to have the altar ready, our AV team, who again works tirelessly to have this beautiful rendition which is created and then passed on to us through those sound waves to make that happen. Our young adults, who are like the DNA which spread through across our wings. So our ladies wing, our Seva wing, without whom, our brothers in the parking lot, to our brothers who helped set up, none of the events would be possible. Our BMG team, because of whom we have this setup, what we have. And coming back to the backbone of the 2-day celebration, our devotional team, again led by Brother Ashwin, supported by Sister Meera, Sanjay Sankat, Sister Vaishnavi, and Brother Senthil. Please give all of them and all the musicians and singers a huge round of applause. And finally, while we were all enjoying it here, all the bliss coming up and down in the meditative state, the Annapurnas in the kitchen are working tirelessly, missing all this, doing their sadhana to prepare the wonderful, sumptuous lunch for our Bhagwan, which will become a prasadam for all of us. Please give a huge round of applause to all of them. In announcements, very quickly I'll take you through. We have, as mentioned last week, we'll kick off the summer study circle with the series on Bhagwan's 9-point code of conduct. We, thanks to our young adults, Vijay Sai and Ram, we unveiled and inaugurated the web app. Please give them a huge round of applause. That was an idea supported by Sanjay Sankat, Meera, and Ashwin, so that was fantastic. So in the coming bulletin, we'll have the link and an updated video of the format. And so all of you can kind of track your sadhana and partake of the bliss from that effort from all of them. And our next study circle session is led by Brother Lakshmanan. And the topic is daily meditation and devotional singing. How apt. It wasn't planned, it just happened to be the same as Bhagwan always plans. Our Seva Wing has a very special announcement. It's been in the bulletin for a while. Help protect native plants in partnership with the City of Toronto. It's a limited, they're just 20 spots, and you have to go online and register. The bulletin has the link. If you don't have the bulletin, the link is on the TV screen. Otherwise, you can ask me. But it's a fantastic opportunity our center has. And once we kind of partake of that, they'll take us to the next level, which is I think in August and September, where we'll be deeply involved in some other nature-related activities. So please go ahead and sign up and show up for that activity, because it's our seva to our Mother Earth and environment. So take time and participate in that. E-waste drive last date, remember, is August 3rd. So drop off only the small items. The list of items is again in the bulletin. And the Guru Poornima food drive is ongoing. And yes, we discussed last time, like we are not able to access the bulletin, but thanks to the efforts of our IT team, especially our brother Vipul Balsara, our website is on. So please give him a huge round of applause. The website is up and about. The content is being updated as we talk. In fact, it's already been done. I just got a text. So you can go to the Google the Toronto York Sai website, and it's up. And you can see the links there in the bulletin if you don't receive it directly. But please do, if you don't get our WhatsApp message, please drop your phone numbers on the list on the information desk. So that is another good way to receive information about the upcoming events. And do join the bulletin now that the website is up. You can join the bulletin through the website. Atirudram Mahayagnam is happening on September 28th. The registration link is still there. Please remember, for chanting on that day during the yagna, you have to register. So please take time, register. If you have issues in registering, you can talk to me or our devotional coordinators, or Sister Usha or Brother Chintara Kumar for more details. Sorry, I'm going through. Now, finally, the announcement that is hard for me to make, but as this is an organization, so Bhagwan says things have to move on and go on. So I want to announce that our sister, Kiran Gopi, who's been the vice president and supported me personally and our team all this while since the tenure, due to personal reasons, is, I had said stepping back, but I'll say stepping away, because she'll continue to support us. She is stepping away from the role of the vice president after 3 weeks. She's still there for 3 weeks, after 3 weeks, but she'll support us, she'll support the team. And Kiran, I want to thank you on behalf of our team, the trustees, the center, the congregation. Despite all the personal challenges, you stood there like a rock and supported me, Pradeep, who's our other vice president, and the rest of the team. So please give her a huge, huge round of applause. But as Bhagwan, a kind Bhagwan, always, before somebody needs to move, he already has someone else in place. So I would want you to, with a huge round of applause, welcome our new vice president, whom all of you know. She needs no introduction. She's been the coordinator. She's always been there. Sister Bhavna Patel, please rise. She's our new, if you could get up, so those who, I don't think there is anybody who doesn't know you. Sister Bhavna Patel will join the team starting today. She's going to be our new vice president, supporting me and supporting all the team, supporting Pradeep, who could not be here, but he's traveling. He's our other vice president. And Kiran, we look forward to your continuous support. Sister Bhavna, I'm ever so grateful on behalf of, firstly myself, I need all the support, and on behalf of the center, the trust, the trustees, and all the team leads. You're welcome to the team. We're definitely sure that your support and your experience will make the things flow smoother, will bring more zeal and creativity to the organization. So thank you very much for accepting it. Give her, again, a huge round of applause. So I know I'm standing between you and that sumptuous lunch I've been talking about. So remember, please maintain silence in the hallway and no food beyond the rec room. We will have our short prayer for all those who are sick and suffering post Samastaloka. So please remember in your prayers all those who are sick and suffering, especially those in our congregation who are going through critical care treatment, and those who may have lost their loved ones, especially victims of war across the world. So all those who cannot stay back, please leave the hall in silence, but do not approach the altar till the prayers are done. And the lunch will be served after the prayers. So thank you very much once again. Huge round of applause to all of you for being here for both the celebration days and each and every one who made this a success. Till we see you again, Jai Sai Ram.
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मवीर ब्रह्माग्नो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रिता प्राणापानसमायुक्ता पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् ॐ समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः